Okay, when we are solving by graphing, remember our solution is where the two lines intersect, or sometimes it doesn't intersect. So what is my solution for that one? Could someone please raise your hand and tell me what you got? Xander? Do you guys agree? Yeah. Okay, so this one has one solution at -2, 0, and we call that one solution. Remember, we have to write it as a point. Okay, features of things that have one solution. They have different slopes, right? Do the y-intercepts matter? No, who cares? The y-intercepts don't matter. If they have different slopes, they're going to cross at one place. And an example of that would be, you can make up your own. Y equals 2x plus 5, and I need something that has a different slope. How about 4x minus 100? Great. What do we say for this? How many solutions for that? Bella?
None.
Great. No solution? No solutions, I should say. Because why? What's true about the equations that cause that? Sophic? Great. Which makes them, what's that fancy word? Parallel. Okay, so we can come up with a little example. Owen, what do you have?
Y equals x plus 4 and y equals x minus 3.
I like it. They both have a slope of 1. The second line, you see a little tiny arrow right there. What kind of solution, Emma? Yep. Because, can't spell today. Infinite solutions. Because why? What causes it? So basically everything is the same. And I want an example. Cora, you got some examples for me?
Y equals 3x plus 5 and y equals 3x.
Yeah. You could, like, if we wanted to write it in a different way, if I move that over and, like, this one was written like this, so it's not standard form. But if it was written like that, it's still the same equation. You would just have to set it equal to y, right? So looking at these two equations, we want one of them to be either solved for x or y. Discuss with the person closest to you which one will be easier and which variable you solve for. Someone enlighten me. What should I do? Ellie, what do you think? Next to the other side. Great, let's do that. Because you already have a variable without a number in front of it, so use that one. So then we would have x is equal to -3y plus 10. And let's substitute that in for x in the other equation. So we got -22 minus 5 times the quantity. X is equal to -3y plus 10. And that's all equal to -3y. Now just distribute. What number am I distributing? 5 or -5? -5. Do not combine these two things. This -22 and this -5, you can't combine those. -5 is being multiplied by this parentheses. Do not combine these. So let's distribute first, order of operations. We're distributing the -5. -22, just drop it down. Plus 15y minus 50 is equal to -3y. And now we can combine some like terms. So that'd be negative 72. Okay, this is where we isolate to get 15y. On the other side, we subtract it. So negative 72 equals negative 18y. So what do we get? What do we get for y? 4. We divide by negative 18. Are we done? No. What else do I have to do, Luke? And choose the easiest equation. I would say probably this one is easiest because it's already solved for x. So x is going to be equal to negative 3 times y, which is 4, plus 10. So x is equal to what, guys? Negative 2. Write your answer as a point, because if you were to graph it, that's what it would be. Negative 2, comma 4. So we're just going to be doing some rewriting. So I could change this one to 8x minus 4y is equal to 24. And then we just kind of have to flip the order of the other one. So negative 5x plus 6y, just rearranging, equals 6. Do you guys agree? Sometimes I mess these things up, so I really need you to check. Okay, now look at it. If we were to add up these two equations, would we have a variable that cancels out? No. So you're going to have to multiply either one of the equations or both by a number, and they can be different numbers, to get them to add up and cancel out. Elizabeth, what do you suggest?
Multiply the first one by 3 and the second equation by 2.
And what are we trying to cancel out? Which variable?
Y.
The y's. Okay. So I'm going to rewrite. Before we do that, that would give me 24. Multiply everything by 3. 24x minus 12y is equal to...
72.
There we go. And then the next one, negative 10x plus 12y. Good, so that'll cancel out, is equal to 12. Now we can add it up. And our y value should cancel out. So 14x plus 0y, which we really don't even need to write, but you can if you want, is equal to 84. Divide by 14, what do we get for x? 6. Are we done? No. Plug in to get your y value. Choose whichever equation you find easier. I do not really care. I might choose a second one. So 6 is equal to 6y minus 5 times 6. Add 30. Y is also equal to 6. So write your point. You guys agree? Good. Me too. And I like how you use D and G because that makes it really obvious which is which. And then the next equation, what do you got, Sarah?
161 equals 14g d plus 7g.
We agree? Great. And you can solve that probably with which method would make sense?
Elimination.
Elimination would be easy.